JJ takes the snap, hands it off to Corum, outside to the 15, hesitates to the 10. Blake Corum inside the 5. Blake Corum with an outstanding run. Touchdown, Wolverines. 4th and goal from the 3. Milrow puts a man in motion, empty backfield, low snap, quarterback run up the middle.
Yeah!
He's not gonna make
Yeah!
it. And the Wolverines will play.
Going to Houston, baby!
Championship.
Oh my goodness.
It gives you chills every time you watch it, doesn't it? And it will in perpetuity. Hi everybody, I'm Ed Kongursky and welcome to Wolverine Sports Magazine. You know, the Rose Bowl was great, but it was just half of the CFP Final Four. The Wolverines have one more gigantic step to take to claim a national championship, Monday against the Washington Huskies. And before the guys hit the road, we spent some time with them to preview this championship showdown.
I don't really feel any emotions, if that makes any type of sense. I don't feel anything. I'm just so ready. I want to prepare, all week as I've already done, and go out Monday and give everything I have for 60 minutes. And then after that, all the emotions will most likely hit. But right now, it's weird. I don't feel anything. I just feel like I'm preparing for the biggest game of my life, and I'm ready to go.
It feels like everything we've been working for. It feels like, everything that we've dedicated the season to, guys who came back. It's all right here in front of us now. And, I wouldn't want to be in any other position. We understand that there's so many other people who wish and dream of to be in the opportunity that we have right now. So we have to understand that, this opportunity isn't for everybody. This opportunity is for the ones that, really dedicate their time, sacrifice everything to put themselves in this position.
It feels like a normal game to me, but I feel like after the game, God willing, we take care of business, so it's going to feel a little different. But for now, I just feel like a normal game. Another opportunity to put on the wing helmet and go out there with my boys and get the job done.
Being one of the last teams playing in the game this year, everyone else is chilling. I'm getting ready for a game, and it's kind of a blessing. A lot of people are done with their season. I get to keep going. I get one more game to show the world who I am. I got one more game to show the world what this team is and, what it can be, and it's just a blessing.
Stay connected to our digital platforms for coverage from Texas, and don't forget a special Inside Michigan Football Preview edition this weekend with John Jansen and Doug Karsh dropping on Sunday. It's Big Ten play the rest of the way for men's basketball. Thursday, a 9 o'clock tip against Minnesota on First Responders Night. The first half was back and forth. Namari Burnett knocks one down from long range. He had a team-high 17 on 6 of 9 shooting. Terrace Reed Jr. had a strong night. 10 points, 6 boards in the opening stanza. Watch this big-time throwdown. He finished with 14 and 11, his first career double-double, Michigan up by 4 at the break. Second half, a good start for the Maize and Blue. Olivier Kamwa with 3 of his 16, and the Wolverines go up 7 at 47-40. But this game was destined to be tight. Pharrell Payne was all over the place for Minnesota, one of 5 Gophers in double digits. Mike Mitchell led them with 18, including this triple try that put him up a half dozen. It came down to the closing seconds. Down 2, the Wolverines get 2 looks at it. First, Kamwa misses from deep, and then after a loose ball scramble and an inbound, Doug McDaniel can't quite finish with the runner. Minnesota escapes with a 73-71 win, the 3rd consecutive loss for the Wolverines. Women's basketball ended 2023 in a big way with a home victory over the Buckeyes. The Wolverines now 2-0 in Big Ten play. Here's Sarah Van Meter with more on the Maize and Blue.
A nationally televised audience on Fox watched the Wolverines jump out to a 12-4 lead over the Buckeyes, with Jordan Hobbs and Alyssa Brett each hitting 3-point shots. The Buckeyes then went on a 13-0 run to take a second quarter lead before Layla Felia hit this long bank shot, giving Michigan the lead back. The Wolverines led 27-26 at intermission. Michigan began the second half with a 7-0 run, with Felia leading the way, but Ohio State counterpunched with a 10-0 run to take a 3-point lead at the end of the third quarter. Michigan rallied to outscore the Buckeyes 27-15 in the fourth quarter to pull away with a 69-60 victory.
Nice find, middle of the floor, Hansen. Wolverines on the run. Filia, right corner. Triple up. Triple in. Layla Filia. Hansen to Brett with 10. Back to Hansen. Straight on. Fakes it. Drives it left side. Tough shot. Oh, Lauren Hansen takes it all the way and scores.
The crowd was unbelievable. They were behind us. They made a run. They cut it. We didn't fold. Like a lot of really, really, really important things. And I felt like our team really came together, and that was like, that's awesome. Like all 13, that's awesome. That's what it's about. It's about being a part of something like this.
More than 8,000 fans watched junior Layla Filia score a career-best 26 points, including 70 family and friends from her hometown of Cincinnati who chartered a bus up to Ann Arbor for the game.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about that myself because you never know how someone's going to respond, but I just had a gut feeling that Layla was going to have a phenomenal day today. She had her 2 best practices of the year. We give out a weekly award for whoever wins the points in practice, and the points has nothing to do to scoring points. And Layla was the queen this week. She's expected to score for us, to rebound, to defend the other team's best player, and to be our leader. So that takes a minute to figure all that out, and she is figuring it out. And I'm so happy for her and proud of her, and so excited that her whole family and friends and community from Cincinnati was here to witness that.
It was great, amazing. And I feel like the biggest thing was just, this is a new group. We have some transfers. We've been building chemistry ever since this summer when we took our little foreign trip that we had. So just being able to come out here and feed off of each other's energy, because I feel like this was really that first time that we really were able to click like that. So it was a great moment. I was very excited and happy.
For MGO Blue TV, I'm Sarah Van Meter.
Thanks, Sarah. Michigan traveled to Indiana Thursday to take on the 14th-ranked Hoosiers, who played a perfect first quarter. IU shot 13 for 13 from the floor, including 6 for 6 from three-point range. The Hoosiers made their first 15 shots before missing, and they led 40-19 early in the second quarter. Indiana would cool off in the second half, but they still shot 58% and never trailed. Layla Filia led the Wolverines with a game-high 23. Michigan will host Minnesota Tuesday night at Chrysler Center.
Wolverine Sports Magazine is presented by Meyer and brought to you in part by Alro Steel, by Abso Pure Water, and by Grand Traverse Resort.
Hockey will face the U.S. development team Saturday in Plymouth in an exhibition game, their first game action of any sort since December 2nd. So how did they get ready? Head coach Brandon Naurato assembled the guys for a second training camp of sorts to shake off the rust. There have been a few captains' practices since early December, but the first real team session in a month was held Monday morning.
It felt great. Obviously, we all put in work over break. So to come back and get that first practice in the books, and it felt good. It was exciting. A lot of energy out there. We were scoring goals, having fun. So it felt really good to get back out there with the fellas.
Kind of get your feet under you type of day. A lot of skating, get the lungs back into it. It'll kind of be a theme throughout the entire week and leading into our weekend with state.
They looked a little rusty. They were really excited to get out there. And I think, we didn't go crazy with too many contact drills. There's a lot of flow drills. And we went about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and it was good.
They could be out, they could be just getting up out of bed, they could be doing a number of other things, but they chose to get here yesterday early, come back, leave their families, come back here to their family here. So I think it just shows the commitment, and it's not just hockey, it's everybody. We have a lot of teams that are out training right now.
When the Wolverines host Stonehill College in a 2-game series to open the second half of the season, January 12th, it will be a whopping 41 days since the club played a non-exhibition game.
The way I'm going to describe the second half of this year is going to be driven to win, driven to compete, driven to perform.
All our focus is on the second half here. So, sacrificing New Year's Eve and getting up early and getting to the rink, getting practice, workout in. It's huge for our team, and it's been fun.
The guys have kept close track of their 4 teammates who are repping Team USA at the World Junior Championships in Sweden.
Yeah, I'm super excited to watch the rest of the tournament as they go into the medal rounds. I wish them all the best. They're all playing great. It's been a lot of fun to watch. So if you guys see this, you guys know I'm rooting for you guys. We're all rooting for you, and bring that gold medal back to Ann Arbor.
No, our guys are doing awesome. Obviously being from Canada, you're kind of rooting for Canada, but I got no teammates on Canada this year. So if Canada can't get it done, then definitely U.S.
Speaking of World Juniors, the Canadians got bounced in the quarters Tuesday just before the Americans took on Latvia in their quarterfinal game. Michigan's Seamus Casey assisted on 3 goals. On this play, his shot ricochets off of Notre Dame's Danny Nelson, giving the red, white, and blue a 2-0 lead. Wolverine Rutger McGroarty made it 4-1 when he scored on the power play. That was the 4th of the tourney for the team captain, and the American side rolled 7-2, advancing to Thursday's semifinals. And that's where they faced Finland. Opening minute, Frank Nazer to Gavin Brindley, and the game's #1 star, Nicholas Koko, makes the stop. The Finns shocked Team USA by taking a 2-0 lead after the first period, but the Americans stormed back in the second. Minnesota's Jimmy Snuggerud scores on the power play to make it 2-1. Casey picked up a helper. To the third, tied at 2, 3:13 to go, Boston College star Cutter Gauthier scores from the circle on the man advantage, with Michigan's Brindley picking up an assist. That was the game winner. The U.S. wins 3-2 and advances to the gold medal game Friday afternoon against the host Swedes. Number 6 wrestling kicked off 2024 in South Dakota. The Wolverines facing the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State, ranked number 15 in the country. Anthony Polidano was with the team and brings us this recap.
Michigan Wrestling's first trip into South Dakota was an unsuccessful one as the Maize and Blue dropped their first duel of the season, 22-17. Despite missing several lineup regulars to illness and injury, U of M did win 5 of the 10 matches on the night, led by Shane Griffith's overtime win over Cade DeVos in a top 5 showdown. Fellow All-American Lucas Davidson dominated at heavyweight, earning a 20-4 technical fall victory. Michigan's newest All-American transfer, Austin Gomez, won his Wolverine debut 10-4 at 149. Freshman Sergio Lemley and Bo Mantanona also picked up victories over ranked opponents. Sean Bormet's team will now open up Big Ten duels at Maryland on January 12th. From Sioux Falls, I'm Anthony Polidano.
That's our show for this week. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. And don't forget, complete coverage of the Wolverines all weekend long from Houston, Texas. Enjoy the national championship game, and we'll see you next week right here on Wolverine Sports Magazine.